All right, we've got our final matchup in round one of our Distillery Wars Shootout. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews. As I mentioned, we are doing our final matchup in round one of our Distillery Wars Workhorse Whiskey Shootout. We've got 7 and 8, which again, as I mentioned, will be different in the next round. So make sure you go up and check out my video that I made that describes what we're doing in the shootout and how it's set up so you kind of know what's going on in these videos. But we're putting these two whiskeys together today. I'm excited. Let's get into them. This one's got a nice nose. It's got some sweet, light fruits. It's got some nice red fruit. A little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of oak. But it's all very well balanced. This one's got a really light nose. I'm having a hard time picking up anything. A little bit of light fruit. Not much else there though. Maybe a touch of vanilla. A slight oaky character, but yeah, very faint. All right, let's get into it. Actually, you know what? We usually start with numbers, the one on my right, your left, but let's start with this one. This one feels lighter, so I'll start here. Definitely gonna need another taste, but a little more potent on the palate than it is on the nose. A little bit more complexity, a little bit more flavor. There's definitely more depth here than you could smell on the nose. There's deeper, darker characters that are kind of hiding there. Interesting. Get some water here. All right, let's move on to number 7. Yeah, it's a little bit more robust on the nose. Looks like it's a little darker in color as well. Definitely darker in color. Definitely more deep in flavor, a little more rich. It feels like we got a little bit more proof here. And maybe I'm wrong, but it almost feels like in every comparison we've had in this round one of them has had more proof than the other. And maybe that's not the case, but that's the perception I've had of them. So it feels like this one's a little bit higher proof, a little bit more robust on the flavor. It's kind of staying in the middle range to dark range of like the bourbon characters. We're not getting too much up into the lighter end. We're not getting a lot of that like apple, pear, peach, those kind of characters. We're getting more of the a little bit darker fruit, more of the standard bourbon characters. You're getting like that that dark plum. You're getting some of that like dark brown sugar. You're getting some of that like oak, vanilla, tobacco. You know, you're getting those kind of characters on this one. And like I said, it's definitely darker in color. I mean, you can just see even looking down at the glasses. So this one's a little bit on the lighter side. It's a little more vibrant though. It's got a little more punch to it, a little more pop to it, at least on the nose. It's still got a good amount of flavor though. Like it's not necessarily lacking in flavor. It just feels a little bit thinner. Not quite as robust, but for what it is, it feels like this might be a 90 proof whiskey with a decent amount of flavor. Not overwhelming, but it's there. All right, let me go taste these a little bit more, get a few more notes. I'm gonna speed this up so you don't have to bother watching it. Don't waste a few more minutes of your life while I do this, and then we will come back for the final roundup and let you know which one I think is winning. All right, so after some more tasting, this one's a little bit more light, a little bit more delicate, a little bit more, it's got those light fruits, that honey sweetness, a little bit of those bourbon characters to it. This one's just more robust, rich, more in your face, more flavor, more complexity. They're both very well balanced and they're both very easy drinking. While I think this one is more rich, it doesn't really come across with more heat. It's not more in your face in the sense that it's like blowing you out and it's hard to drink. It's very easy to drink. It's just got more flavor, more complexity to it. And they're both very well balanced, so that doesn't really come into play here. But more flavor, more complexity tells me that number 7 for me is the winner today. Number 8 is good, and it just stays on the sweeter side. It's got more of the, it's got like a honey sweetness, light fruits and things like that. And it is good and it's very easy drinking. But for me, as a whiskey head, and as most people, when you start out, this might be a better whiskey for you. But as you move on and progress and find things that are more interesting to you, number 7 to me is more interesting. So it is going to be my winner today. So let me know down in the comments, did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? What do you think? Did I pick the right winner? I feel like I did. I know that I did, because that's the one that's the best for me. Anyways, as always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at blind_reviews. You can also catch me on Instagram at Mission Bottle Kill, and you can send me an email at blindwhiskeyreviews, that's whiskey with an E, @gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.